and welcome to IP Study Video Lectures. Today we will discuss the 33rd chapter of Grade 8 English Grammar, and our topic is Reading Comprehension. Comprehension means understanding what you read. That means reading with understanding. When you read something, you just not recognize the words, but you try to understand its meaning as well. You try to think what's happening, why it's happening, and what the author wants to tell you. That means reading with understanding. That is what reading comprehension is all about. It helps you to answer critically in all the subjects. It's not just limited to English, but it helps you in science, in mathematics, and in other subjects as well. It enhances your understanding of the text. It enriches your vocabulary. It helps you to answer and think creatively and answer the questions correctly. So that is what reading comprehension is all about. It requires certain skill sets, which we will study in detail in this lesson. So before the end of this lesson, you will be able to recall key details from the comprehension passage and apply their knowledge to answer simple questions about the passage. So when you read a passage, we will help to inculcate or to imbibe those skills in us which help us to analyze the message given in the text and to infer the meaning out of it and to summarize the text. Therefore, comprehension refers to the skill of understanding the complete meaning of texts. These texts may be written or spoken. You need to be able to understand the entire meaning of the text and answer the questions based on it. There are a lot of passages given here in your book, and we will do passage B in the lecture video. We will do it all together. So we'll read the passage carefully and answer the questions that follow. So before we start reading the passage, let us discuss some key skills or strategies that are needed to do a comprehension passage. So the first is to look for the main idea, to understand and to find the main idea of the passage. That means what the author is trying to tell us from this passage. Second is to understand the vocabulary given. That means we should be able to understand the vocabulary. Sometimes we read the complete sentence and we understand the meaning of a particular word as well. Thirdly, we should be able to make inferences. That means we should be able to read between the lines. That means the facts that are not given directly, but we should be able to understand what is the author trying to tell us. Then we should also look for supporting details. That means we should look for facts and ideas directly given in the passage that supports the main idea of the passage. Then we should be able to summarize the text in our own words. That is what will explain our understanding of the passage. And then ask questions as to why it is stated, where it is stated, what is the author trying to tell us, and what can be the reader's purview after reading this passage. So let us read this passage first. That is skimming and finding the main idea of the passage. Arunachal is also mentioned in the literature of Kalika Purana and Mahabharata. This place is supposed to be the Prabhu mountains of the Puranas. It was here that sage Parshuram washed away his sin. Sage Vyasa meditated. King Bhishmaka founded his kingdom and Lord Krishna married his consort Rukmani. The widely scattered archaeological remains at different places in Arunachal bear testimony to its rich cultural heritage. Arunachal Pradesh, a serene land tucked into northeastern tip of India, invites you to relax in its picturesque hills and valleys. Enjoy its salubrious climate and meet its simple and hospitable people with their glorious heritage of arts, crafts, and colorful festivals that reflect their ancient faith in the inexorable power of nature. The visitor has a wide variety of options to pick from. There are places of worship and pilgrimage such as Parshuram Kund and 400 years old Tuang Monastery, or the sites of archaeological excavations like Malinithan and Itanagar. The serene beauty of lakes such as Ganga Lake and Sela Lake, or the numerous variations of scenic beauty of the snow-clad Silver Mountain peaks and lush green meadows where thousands of species of flora and fauna prosper. In addition, the state provides abundant scope for angling, boating, rafting, trekking, and hiking. Furthermore, there are a number of wildlife sanctuaries and national parks where rare animals, birds, and plants will fascinate the visitors. So after reading this passage, what do you think is the main idea of the passage? Is it about environment? Very good. It's not about environment. Is it about tourism? Yes. And it is about a particular state in India, and it is highlighting its cultural heritage, its history, and its tourism as of today. That's the main idea, right? Now, this is called the skimming part, right? Then comes the scanning part. What we'll do is we will read the questions and then look for supporting ideas. That means the ideas which supports the main idea in the passage. How can you say that history of Arunachal goes long back? Now, let's read the options. It's an old place. Many sages meditated here. It is described in Kalika Purana. Now, you know the main idea was to highlight the history, cultural and tourism of Arunachal Pradesh. Look for the supporting details and try to answer this question. How can you say that the history of Arunachal goes long back? So what are the supporting details that we read in this passage? It is an old place, yes. Why? Because it is mentioned that it was in Kalki Puran and Mahabharata. Many sages meditated here. Yes, of course, because it is mentioned Parshuram washed away his sins. Vyasa meditated. King Bhishmaka found his kingdom and Lord Krishna found his consort. It is described in Kalika Puran. Yes, of course. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is D, all of these, because all of these points are supporting the main idea. What is the testimony to its rich cultural heritage? Archaeological survey, archaeological remains, archaeolocal digging, or all of these? Testimony. Now, because I said that knowing the vocabulary is also important. So, testimony here means which things prove that it has rich cultural heritage. Did we read about archaeological surveys? Yes, we did, because we said the widely scattered archaeological remains at different places in Arunachal bear testimony to its rich cultural heritage. Arunachal Pradesh's serene land, tucked into the northern eastern tip of India, invites you to relax its picturesque hills, valleys, and enjoy. And here again we read that about the excavations, because these are the places of worship such as Parshuram Kund and 400 years old Tuang Monastery. And we read about the excavation that had happened here, which is the sites of archaeological excavations like Malinithan and Itanagar. That means we read about archaeological excavations. We read about the archaeological remains that were found and the archaeological surveys that conducted, because they listed it as a place which is 400 years old. So we read about all of these. That means this is the supporting detail. What kind of climate does Arunachal Pradesh have? Poor, moderate, healthy, All of these. Does it have poor? Does it have moderate? Or does it have healthy atmosphere? So let's try to find that in the passage. Give it a look for a few seconds. And what will you conclude as an answer now? Very good. It has a moderate climate because it is surrounded by hills and valleys. It has a salubrious climate. That means it's simple and hospitable people, right? So now this was not given to you directly in the passage. That means we have to make inferences. We have to read between the lines. Now this has hills and valleys. This has snow around it. This has water around it. This has salubrious climate and the life is simple there, right? So that means it has a moderate climate. Moderate, healthy, which is moderate and a healthy climate. Arunachal Pradesh is a great potential for sports, music, adventurous sports, all of these. Now, what will you conclude? Very good, because we read here that the state provides abundant scope for angling, boating, rafting, trekking and hiking, right? So that means we have lot of adventurous sports here. There's nothing mentioned about the music in this complete passage. So adventurous sports is the correct answer. Find a word in the passage that is similar to the given word, unstoppable and healthy. So unstoppable or healthy, which is the correct word given for healthy? Salubrious. So that is the word which is given for healthy. So that is about this passage, and that is how we answer the questions. We should know the vocabulary, we should be able to make inferences, we should be able to find the main idea, we should be able to find the supporting ideas as well in the passage. And then we should be able to summarize it, that what is the main thing that is shown in this passage, and ask those questions from ourselves. That will enhance your vocabulary and your understanding of the text as well. So that will give an edge to your English speaking, reading and writing, because you will understand it more. That was all about reading comprehension. I hope you will inculcate all of these skills and read about it more. There are a lot of comprehension passages for you to practice in the book. So keep revising and keep practicing. Thank you so much for staying with us. Stay tuned for our next video lecture.